Okay, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Nice to see you all. Through this session, we will try and keep to 45 minutes or an hour. Please bear with us because this is the very first time that we're doing this live stream. I have Zainab Sarwar, who is our lovely yogi and our qualified nutritionist who will be running the yoga session. But because this is our first time, there might be some technical hiccups. So please bear with us as we try and find our way. So, yoga and wellness retreat in Hunza. Why are we doing this live feed? So, as you all know, I'm Sadia Babar. I'm the CEO and founder of Xperience Pakistan. Xperience Pakistan is really all about showcasing a side of Pakistan that many people in the West and many overseas Pakistanis just don't know exists. So for me, it's all about changing perceptions, changing narrative, but also inviting you to show you Pakistan through my eyes and some of the wonderful experiences on offer. Now, I am from Peshawar, but I went to Hunza for the very first time in 2019. I'd seen lots of pictures and lots of videos, and if I'm honest, pictures and videos just don't do it justice. But one of the first things that hit me when I went to see Basu Cones and when I went up north was, why are we not doing yoga here? Because the north of Pakistan is almost designed for a yoga retreat because of the serenity it has, because of the fresh air, because of the organic food and the fresh fruit and vegetable on offer. So I was delighted when a few months ago I came across two resorts, but also the lovely Zainab Sarwar, who kind of brought to my attention that they had been developing. In fact, they did do an experience last year, similar to the itinerary of that we will be taking you through. So I'm really going to stop talking because this session is really about giving you a flavor, telling you a bit about Zainab, so you understand, her experience, what she brings, what a nutritionist, or why do we call it yoga and wellness retreat? It's not just yoga, it's wellness. What do we mean by that? So yeah, I'm going to zip it, and Zainab, I'm going to hand over to you for you to introduce yourself and tell us, what does this retreat entail?
Thank you so much, Sadia, for having me on board. And Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Zainab Sarwar, and let me give you some brief introduction of myself. I am the most qualified Pakistani yogi around the world. I have delivered more than 12,000 international classes in different modalities, and I am registered with Yoga Alliance USA as one of their most experienced yoga teachers. And I have their highest credential EYIT 500. And I am a qualified nutritionist as well. And being a nutritionist, my specialization is in weight loss nutrition. So, just like Sadia was telling us that she had, she was enthusiastic about, giving some boost to our tourism development in Pakistan. I was thinking along the same lines, but in the other part of the world. So, our paths crossed, they crossed each other, and sorry, excuse me. So, we have already developed a very nice yoga retreat concept, and this is the first time we are bringing it in Pakistan. This yoga retreat is meticulously crafted after a lot of hard work and research, and I can guarantee you that there are very few places in the world who are offering these kind of retreats. So, this kind of travel is meant to boost your mood through physical, environmental, psychological, and spiritual activities. So this weight loss retreat, especially, it's going to give you a perfect start. It's going to set things right for you in order to boost your metabolism through, across-board activities which are meant for, wellness. So we are going to we have included all aspects of wellness in this. For example, food, stress release, yoga activities, excursions. Then we have some lovely bonfires, some super powerful meditation sessions, which I'm going to bring in Pakistan for the very first time. Then we have some musical night. Also, we are going to have some, indoor, outdoor activities, and we are going to give you a luxurious resort experience at Offto in Hunza, Pakistan. So, which we will be talking about later. So, this kind of experience, this program is for everyone looking to adapt a healthy lifestyle through through all means or through all aspects of wellness. So we are going to take care of your we are going to factor in every single aspect which is which is going to rejuvenate your energies inside out. For example, when talking about the yoga sessions, my yoga sessions are designed specially for everyone to to work on every single muscle group of the body. So you will be taking just so they are meant to generate some guaranteed fat loss results. So we'll be taking your measurements on the first day, and on the third day, third or fourth day, we are going to repeat your measurements across your body. You'll be able to see the difference you have made in those 2, 3 days. Then, of course, the environmental detox is going to help you loads. And then we have some morning and evening sessions, some indoor, outdoor sessions, yoga sessions, some in the orchard, some in the indoor settings. So you are going to have a lovely experience in Hunza with the yoga sessions. Then I will move to the nutrition part. So this is actually the highlight of our program, and this is not only for those only looking to lose weight. This is actually generally for people who just want to have a complete detox from all the kinds of chemicals that we are putting in ourselves in the name of food, or we are going to you know you just this is actually perfect for those looking for a healthier lifestyle. So it's going to give you a lot of insight of how your body works. Now we are going to when people will be registering for the retreat, after that, I'm going to do their complete health evaluation. So their diet therapies will be designed according to their individual health profile and according to whatever lifestyle preferences they have, food preferences, lifestyle preferences. So I'm going to create a diet therapy, individual diet therapy for them. And then we have our master chefs who are trained for the meal planning for this entire retreat. So they are going to prepare your food under my complete guidance and supervision. And that's not about it. Then I'm going to supervise you throughout the retreat. I'm going to supervise your food so that you don't fall off the fitness bandwagon. And you don't need to be feel restricted about it, because the supervision does not mean that I'm going to restrict you on the retreat. It does mean, however, let's see, if you are doing a healthy detox or adapting a healthy lifestyle change, and you want to have a certain food which traditionally is not allowed in diet regimen, I can tell you how you can incorporate it, or how to address your cravings, or how to address your mood changes when you are shifting to a healthier lifestyle. So this is going to give you a lot of insight about how your body works, so you are going to have a better connection with your own body. Then food our food is, we have free range chicken, we have grass fed yak beef, and also our spices, our fruits, our vegetables. They are 100%, even the spices and the oils we are going to use for the food preparation, that are going to be 100% organic. So this is going to be a very nice experience. So you are going to have a complete detox. Also, we have detox teas, we have detox drinks, we have a lot of we have created a lot of activities to help improve your digestion. So we are going to reset your gut health. Also, our yoga sessions, weight loss or fat loss or metabolism boosting is just one of the benefits of those sessions. So we are going to actually reset you inside out. You are going to reduce your bloating. It's going to set your hormones. It's going to it's going to remove mental fog. It's going to improve your quality of sleep. So these yoga sessions combined with the food aspect is going to give you actually a lot more than just the limited factor of the fat loss or the body shaping and everything. So then we move to our we are going to have a digital detox. I'm going to offer some very, very powerful meditation session which I'm going to bring for the very first time in Pakistan. And actually one of the major aspect of your overall well-being is to be aware of your auric field, and that is the level of your personal healing. You might be I just want to give you I'm going to protect your auras with all the negative energies around with our specialized aura cleansing and energy healing sessions, which we are going to do on the full moon, or if you are not following the full moon regimen, even then we are going to do it in the natural environment, and you will feel that you are a renewed person inside out. So I think, and this is actually in Pakistan, this is the first time we are bringing one of such retreat, because previously whatever retreats have been offered, they were more of a sightseeing experience along with some yoga sessions. But this is the first time we are bringing together all elements of wellness together: environment, food, stress release, your powerful meditation sessions, your emotional, your psychological, your physical well-being, all put together. So, handing over to you, Sadia, if you have any questions. Uh,
No,
uh,
well, we were supposed to have Sahil from Offto, but I
yeah,
think because obviously Hunza being up in the mountains has some connection issues, so I think he's been coming on and off.
yeah.
But what I thought, Zainab, is that we have a couple of people on watching right now. Why don't
Okay,
we, before we go into a Q&A session and I go and talk
okay,
about some of these, why don't we do that 20-minute? I think you were going to show everyone a yoga
sure,
taster meditation session. So I'll hand over to
sure.
you, Zainab. I'll come off screen. So
Yeah, sure, sure. So I'll give you a short tester session. It's actually a stress releasing session, and it's going to completely relax your mind and body. So I'll start off by doing some breathing exercises. So I'm going to put my right palm on top of my chest and my left palm on top of my belly button. And I'm going to set my breath here by opening my mouth and breathing it out. Now I'm going to close my mouth. I'm going to take a deep inhale in through my nose. Exhale through my nose. First, I have to align my breathing on nature. I'm breathing through my nose only. I will tell you on the retreat why we are doing this. Take a deep inhale in. Gentle exhale out through your nose. No breathing through your mouth. Now, slowly and gradually, I'm going to lie down on my mat. Again, I'm going to put my right palm on top of my chest, left palm on top of my belly button, and I'm going to squeeze my both palms into my body. Nose only. And release. I'm going to bend my one knee. I'm going to interlock my both hands under my knee. From here, I'm going to activate my ankles and my feet first. I'm going to stretch my leg up, flex the foot, point your toe, and bend the knee back again. Inhale, flex the foot, point the toe, and bring the leg down again. One step inhale, one step exhale. Flex the foot, point your toe, bring the foot down. Inhale, exhale, drop it down. This time. Now you are going to stretch your leg up. I'm going to bring my head closer to my knee and stay here for a while. I'm focusing on my breaths meanwhile. I'm going to bend my knee. Now I'm going to lift my leg, point my toe. And now I'm going to imagine that I'm going to draw a big round circle with my pointed toes. By doing that, I'm doing my ankles great favor by stimulating them. Now, anti-clockwise. I'm bending my knee, putting my hand on top of my knee, and I'm going to stretch it on the side of my rib. Move it in the center again. Now I'm going to bring the other one towards my chest, interlock my fingers under my knee. Stretch the leg, flex the foot, point your toe, bring the foot down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Stretch the leg up. I'm going to move my neck up, bring it closer to my knee. Focus on your breath for a while. Bend my knee, and now I'm going to turn it to the side of my rib. Move it in the center. Now I'm going to hug my both knees at the same time. Stretch your both knees up, flex your feet, point your toes, bring your feet down. Inhale, flex your feet, point your toes, exhale down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and release. Bend your knees, interlock your fingers over the top of your head. This time, keep yourself mentally present. I'm going to slide my arms and slide my knees at the same time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This time, once again, lift your leg up, point the toe, draw a big round circle with your pointed toe. Now, anti-clockwise. From there, drop your both legs down, open your knees wide enough, open up your arms on the sides, and unwind your entire body with this move. Turn your both knees to your one side, neck in the opposite direction. Turn your both knees to your other side, direction. Turn your both knees to your one side, neck in the opposite direction. Turn your both knees to your other side, Neck in the opposite direction. Move yourself from side to side, side to side, side to side. Turn to your side before getting up. And now I'm going to move into downward facing dog. Try to press your heels down on the floor, but it's totally fine if your heels are not touching down on the floor. It's completely fine. This is a product of your flexibility, and flexibility always comes with time and practice. On the yoga mat, you have to embrace your body as it is, and it's going to give you the best surprise within a week. You will be able to do whatever you were unable to achieve in your first 1-2 sessions. Stay here for a while. Meanwhile, focus on your breaths. From there, lift your heels up, come into plank, and go back into downward facing dog. Come into plank, go back into downward facing dog. Come into plank, go back into downward facing dog. Come into plank, go back into downward facing dog. This time, I'm going to lift my one leg up as high as I can. Now I'm going to move my knee in the center of my both hands. I'm going to bring my other knee behind my seated knee, cross my legs, and I'm going to put the block under my hip and sit on the block. I'm going to release all the blocked energy from the top side of your body, your upper body. I'm going to relax it. I'm going to use this strap, hold it in my opposite hand in my top knee. I'm going to throw this back. From there, I'm going to grab the other side of the strap, and I'm going to walk my both hands towards each other as much as I can. From there, throw your neck back, inhale. Ground your energies by exhaling out, out, out. Bring your hand down. Bring your head down. Focus on your breath here. Move yourself up. From there, I'm going to release the strap. You are going to feel some pressure here, but we are going to release it by moving my arm up and down, up and down, up and down. From there, putting my hands down, I'm going to change my sides now. Lift the other leg up. Meanwhile, focusing on my breath work. Bringing my knee in the center of my both hands. Bringing my other knee behind my seated knee. Cross my legs. Sit down on the mat, on the block. Grab the strap in the opposite hand now. Again, opposite, then your top knee. Throw it back. I'm going to grab the strap with my other hand, and I'm going to walk my both hands towards each other until I have a nice grip and my hands are closer to each other. From there, drop your head down, 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 down. Drop your head down on your knee. Move yourself up. Release the strap. From there, sometimes we really want to hibernate And sometimes, even when we want to unwind our mind from all the thoughts keep on rushing in our brain. So, how to get rid of that feeling? Sometimes, even when we are on the bed, we want to have some sleep, some sound sleep, but the thoughts keep rushing into our mind. So, in that phase or during that time, people really want to hibernate. Okay, so I will tell you a way to hibernate yourself. This pose is deeply linked with your breathing, and the breathing is going to do magic for your brain. It's going to and these 2 minutes of breathing in this hibernation ribbit pose, the effect is equivalent to your 2 hours of deep sleep. So I'm going to use the strap. I'm going to keep it in my feet like this, and I'm going to grab both sides of the strap, close it to my feet. Now from there, I'm going to drop my head down. I'm going to fold my mat so that I have some cushion under my head. So I'm going to put my head down at the folded part of the mat. From there, I'm going to move my hip up as high as I can, and I will be moving on the crown of my head. Close your eyes here and completely relax. Only focus on your breath here. Don't think about anything else. Only focus on your breath work. Deep inhales through your nose and deep exhales through your nose. Inhale and exhale both through your nose. Now I'm dropping my hip down first. I'm moving my head up. Turn your neck from side to side, side to side, side to side. Open your eyes, and you will be feeling like you're waking out of a deep sleep. Since my brain is completely relaxed now, I'm going to use this time to activate my back muscles now. So I'm going to step my knees on the folded part of this mat, and I'm going to tuck my toes in. Now from there, I'm going to keep my hands on my waist. I'm going to open up my one arm, open my fingers wide enough. From there, I'm going to have a free fall back. So I'm going to move my hand from over the top of my head, and I'm going to grab my waist again. This time, I'm going to move my other arm, and I'm going to grab my heels. Keep throwing your leg back. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. It's completely okay if you only for a few seconds. While we'll be on the retreat, I will tell you how to safely enter and exit out of the poses. Put your hands on the waist and immediately go into puppy's pose. To release all the tension through your spine. Move yourself up. This time, you are going to put your both legs down. Put your hands in. Move your hip up and throw your neck back. Drop your hip down as you exhale. This time, you are going to lie down on your back. You are going to put your right foot on top of your knee. Now, this pose is actually amazing to train your piriformis muscle, which is responsible for causing sciatica pain most of the time. So we are going to train that muscle. If somebody is having any sciatica pain, they do this release and they will definitely benefit from it. So you are going to pick your knee up. I'm going to grab my knee from the outside edge, and then I'm going to move my hand from the inside the hole that I've created, and I'm going to interlock my both fingers over the top of my knee. I'm going to bring my knee towards my chest. You're going to have a very fine and refined stretch here. Release. Now moving on to the other side. Once again, moving my one hand from under this hole and grabbing my knee from the outside on the other side, bringing my knee closer to my chest. Release. This time, now again, you are going to stretch your legs up in the air. You are going to take your arms behind your head. Keep your feet completely in a neutral position. Let all the extra stored water travel towards your bladder. You are giving your legs some due rest against the gravity. Your legs are the longest muscles in the body, and they are working all the time with the gravity. So right now you are giving them some due rest while working against the gravity. This is going to de-bloat your body, reduce all the puffiness from your legs. This time, bring your one leg down and hug your knee to your chest. Just squeeze it closer to your body. Focus on your breath. Release. Now the other one. Release. Now, before we go on to the last part of our I will do one amazing anxiety release and stress release pose. You need to just keep your hands in a free fall motion, like there should be no stiffness in your hands. Okay, so take a deep inhale in like this. As you inhale in, exhale through your mouth. Lie down In Shavasana is like a corpse pose. Completely relax your body. Close your eyes. Your eyes should be softly shut. Your mouth should be gently closed. Only focus on your breath. Focus on being alive in this moment. Focus on this present moment. You live in this moment. Celebrate your breaths. Your practice is incomplete without Shavasana. It's the ultimate practice of grounding yourself. These are the only few minutes on the mat during Shavasana that you breathe for yourself. Turn to your side, sit cross legs as we are finishing our practice. Raise your hands up, join your thumb with your thumb, index finger with your index finger, middle finger with your middle finger, ring finger with your ring finger, baby finger with your baby finger, palm with your palm. Bring your hands closer to your heart, put your head down, and exhale. Turn your neck from side to side, side to side, side to side. I hope you have enjoyed this small practice with me. During our retreat, we are going to have different sessions every single day. We have two sessions, and all sessions are different from the other ones. So some days, like in the morning, if we will be having sun salutations, the evening we'll be focusing on the ab strengthening muscles. Then we will be focusing on your forward bends, backward bends. So in those 5 7 days, my focus is to work on every single muscle group of your body so that you know that you have really worked on all your body. Thank you so much, Adya.
Wow, Zainab, I feel so relaxed after that, to be honest. It was a
Thank you so
very
much.
It was, yeah, very calming, very relaxing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zainab. I'm hoping that those of you who have seen it, and obviously when you see it even afterwards,
Hmm.
that you have got an understanding and flavor of Zainab's style.
Yeah.
What I thought I would do before I go into kind of a Q&A session, Zainab, is let me
Hmm.
just talk people through what the package actually entails. I'm just going to take you off stage for a
Okay.
bit, and then I'm just going to add. Okay. I'm going to put the volume down. Right. So to give you an idea that the package itself is 9 days. However, the actual yoga and wellness aspect of it is for 5 days. The reason the package is 9 days is that for this retreat, you actually arrive in Islamabad. You can get a direct flight if you're flying from the UK with British Airways. Otherwise, a number of other airlines like Turkish Airlines, Etihad, Gulf, most of the Arab airlines tend to fly into Islamabad. From Islamabad, when you arrive, depending on where you're coming from and what times, the first day is a bit of a chill day. So it's a case of just making sure that we transfer you to the hotel so you can relax. And then if everyone's around and we have the afternoon and the evening, then we'll do some light sightseeing around Islamabad and then have a dinner in Munal, which is a lovely restaurant, kind of up in where you can see a panoramic view of Islamabad. It's one of my favorites, and it's a very popular restaurant for many local families to go on a Friday evening. The next day, then we leave early and we catch a flight to Skardu from Islamabad airport. So the flight to Skardu is about an hour and a half. And then from there, we then drive. Once we arrive in Skardu, we'll drive you to Hunza. So from Skardu to Hunza, the drive it's about 2.5 hours. The roads are in very good condition now, so there's nothing to worry about that. And then really, because the first day, by the time we arrived in Hunza, half the day is gone, so there's actually no yoga session on the first day. What we'll be doing day 2 is that in the afternoon or in the evening, we'll take you to Grimabad, so you can look around the bazaars, get a feel of the culture, the people, the local handicraft. And then in the evening, kind of we'll bring you back to Offto Resort, where you'll basically have your meal. The day 3 through to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the day 3 to 7 is actually where you actually have the yoga and wellness aspect of this retreat. And much like what Zainab has told you, that there will be 2 yoga sessions per day during the course of those 5 days. You will also have 2 meditations sessions during the course of those 5 days. And of course, there'll be the nutritional diet plan, which you will have developed in consultation with Zainab. All of that will be cooked at the restaurants in Offto, and the meals will be served there. On one of the days, however, the yoga session is not actually at Offto. In fact, I'm going to bring Zainab close in because she can help me. So Zainab, on one of the days, you go somewhere else, don't you, to a different location for the yoga session?
Yes, yes, we do. So actually, we planned that we are going to have a very strong, powerful meditation under the moon. So I think it's one of that session. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that will be one. So you can see that there's a variety. You're not confined just to the resort. They've
Yeah.
Zainab and Azka from Offto have been very creative and have thought a lot about making sure that the location, it provides you with that kind of, the mental and the spiritual detox, along with obviously the practice of yoga as well. So that's kind of the 5 days. In between, also there will be some excursions, so we'll take you to Baltit Fort, to see Hosseini Bridge, which is one of the key attractions in Hunza. We'll also take you to Uttabad Lake. So there's a combination of kind of ensuring that because we recognize, going to Pakistan is not easy. It's not like jumping on a plane to go to Paris from the UK. For some of you, it may be once in a lifetime. You may never go back to Pakistan, or you may never go back to Hunza. So we want to make sure we've designed the itinerary so that you obviously enjoy the practice of yoga and meditation, but we also try and get to show you the key attractions in Hunza, so you can come back, leaving the holiday feeling you've had a spiritual detox, but you've also been able to enjoy some of the experiences and places on offer in Hunza. So once the retreat finishes, so on day 8 again is kind of a day where we'll be driving you back to Skardu Airport, and then from Skardu we will take you, you fly back to Islamabad. Then on that day, actually, because we know the group will be together, we'll be doing some local sightseeing, so take you to see Faisal Mosque, Pakistan Monument, some of the key attractions on offer in Islamabad. And then, to be honest, Islamabad has got such a plethora of restaurants to offer. So I always say that at the end of the day, this is your holiday. It's not my holiday. So I don't like to dictate to my clients. So I will advise you and give you a few selection. And then collectively as a group, you can then choose and decide where you'd like to have that, final meal in Pakistan together. And then day 9, we just arrange for the airport transfers to back to the airport for you to go back to your respective destinations. So as I said, it's 9-day experience. It's only the actual yoga practice and yoga sessions are carried over 5 days, of which there's 2 meditation sessions as well. The price is basically just going to say, so the price of the package is, I will just see if I can scroll to the next page. Yeah. So we have 3 current dates at the moment. We've got the first one, which is, about 6 weeks away, on the 13th to 21st of September. That is actually an introductory price of £1,995. So that excludes the international flights, but it includes the domestic flights that you'll be taking within Pakistan. It also includes all the accommodation, the transportation, the excursions. The entry fee to excursions are excluded, but they're quite nominal. And of course, your personal one-on-one consultation with Zainab. So that includes the pre-consultation you have with Zainab before you actually leave for Pakistan, which is about an hour. You'll then obviously have the personalized diet plan that Zainab will be catering and tailoring for each individual. So it's not a case of we have a generic menu for all of you to do. Each one will be customized. And of course, then it includes, Zainab's time where she will be kind of monitoring it. And as Zainab said, this isn't a regimental that if you don't lose weight or we're going to shout at you. It's your personal goals, and some of it may not be weight loss. Some of it may just be you want to have a healthier diet. And as Zainab has said, you can advise us how much you want us to please you. If you want Zainab to say, if you're going out and you're having a snack, to tell you not to have a snack so you stay, we can do that. But equally, if you don't want us to be so strict, we're not going to be strict. We're not your teachers. We're not here to please you. So it is very much about how much you want us to stop you or how relaxed you are about it. And then, as I said, it also includes kind of the meals that you'll be having at Offto Resort. So any snacks or meals that you have when we're out and about in the town centre, that is not excluded. That's not included. That's excluded. What you notice is that we have then 2 more dates next year, 2nd to 10th of May and 22nd to 30th of August. Now, no surprises. You'll think, wow, it's 1,995 this year, and then it goes up to 2,400. A couple of reasons. As I said, the £1,995 is an introductory price. If you think about a nutritionist, and Zainab, you can step in because you'll know better than this. Normally the one-on-one session and having it's a very personal tailored. I think that alone is something in the region of about £1,500 to £1,800. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, you're perfectly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're accurate about it.
So yeah, I mean, I was obviously kind of, I always want to ensure that I'm giving my clients and my customers good value. So good value doesn't mean cheap, but it means that we're also not exploiting you. We're trying to keep it at market price, because at the end of the day, Nib is also a professional. So we to get the best professionals, we need to ensure that we're not exploiting. We're paying everyone fairly. So I'm really happy that this 1,995 price. Actually, Zainab and I said we would do it at cost price, and we would both make minimal profit on this because we really wanted to get this going and we wanted to try and get people on board to make it live. So next year, £2,400 is the reason it's going up. Is obviously next year we want to try and make a bit of profit on this, but also we know that next year, with the way the fuel prices are going and inflation, we expect that the hotel rates and fuel, etc., will go up. And then in 22nd to 30th of August, you'll notice within the same year it's gone up to 2,700. And again, the reason is because August is a peak period. I've done an August date because sometimes I have teachers who say to me, Sadia, we really want to go to Hunza, but we can only go in summer holidays. So normally, whilst I try and do these tour experiences off peak times so that kids are at school, and then it's like you get better rates. But obviously we've got that August date to accommodate some people in the teaching profession who would like to go and experience it. But that £2,700 is reflective of the fact that obviously it's peak period and peak time. So that's the sum up of in terms of kind of what the experience entails, the prices. We do have a Q&A session now. I have got a few questions, Zainab, I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, sure.
And then there's a few questions that I'll address because they're common. I've been doing this now for 6 years, so they're common questions that come up. But of course, I can see we've got a couple of people watching live right now. So in the comments box, if you've got questions that I haven't covered off, please ask them, and Zainab and I will try and address them.
Yes.
So the first question I have is, Zainab, what is typically the group size for this yoga retreat?
Well, ideally, the group size should be around 15 to 20. So, but we are open to, it should not exceed more than 25 because I want to give everybody personalized attention. So I think the maximum group size would be not more than 25, but minimum it should be 15, somewhere around 15.
Okay, brilliant. Now, the accommodation, is that separate or is it shared? In fact, actually, I can probably answer that question then. So the accommodation is based, so the prices that I've quoted are based on twin sharing. Now, as with any group package, if you can have your separate room, but then a single supplement applies. And the single supplement is around £600 to £700 in addition. But, as I said, we will, wherever possible, we will make sure that the twin, well, not wherever possible, we will make sure that the twin room that you're sharing is with the same gender. Which leads me nicely to the next question, Zainab. Is this just for women?
No, no, it's for both genders. So if even couple wants to join in, it's a mix. So men and women both are invited to join because we have our international audience. So we can't limit it to women only because I think men equally have a right on wellness. And this kind of retreat, we cannot restrict people to, only, it's not, we cannot restrict gender on it. So it's open for all.
Perfect. Um, Actually, so I was hoping Sahil would be here because Sahil actually is the manager and he's from
Yes.
Hunza. So, because one of the
Yeah.
questions I get asked is, "What is the weather like?" Uh, so, and Zainab, correct me if I'm wrong, but typically the weather in May and September is very pleasant. So it's
Yes.
is
Yes,
that correct?
September
So
is closer. Yes, yes. So September is actually the fall season, I think, starts. So you are going to see a lot of colors in Hunza. Actually, these are the two most beautiful seasons in Hunza out there. And in May, you have kind of a blossom season over there. And from September to October, there is actually the fall season starts over there. So you will be having some autumn colors over there, and it's amazing. Even the weather is very nice. Uh, this During these days, the weather in the daytime is generally a little bit hot for the outdoor excursions, but the night is still on the pleasant side. But towards the end of the August or towards the start of towards September and October, it's going to be really, really pleasant.
yeah. So in terms of packing, if you think about clothing, it's layers. It's not about having heavy coats or heavy cardigan. It's about having a light cotton t-shirt, your bottoms, and then
Yes.
maybe a light shawl or cardigan in the evening if there's a breeze.
Yes, yes. I think that's all because I've been to Hunza and last year I we were doing our retreat over there. So I think hardly one pair of shoe. Your trainers would be enough because you won't be able to wear any other shoes over there because you have to do a lot of hiking and even the you have to get you have to, at least you will be needing like 1 or 2 days to climatize yourself because it's 9,000 feet above the sea level. So, but you will be fine. Weather-wise, it's fine. Normally, it's a bipolar weather over there. So, because you have the Himalayas and you will see the glaciers and some rocks in the same site. So, sometimes you have a very cold breeze, and the other you will have it's not that cool. So it's kind of a bipolar weather, but it's going to be great overall. Evenings are a little colder because I live in Dubai, so my threshold towards winter has really increased. So even
So if you
10 degrees feels like 1 degree now.
so to be honest, if you're coming from the UK, you're going to be all right. Trust me.
Yeah. Yes, yes, definitely. You are going to be all right.
Now in August, because as I said, I went in 2019 and actually went in August.
Yeah,
So August is very warm. I mean, during the
yeah.
day, it's
Yes, it is.
t-shirt, cotton. Like in the
Yeah,
evening, I think for the whole duration we were there, we did not need a cardigan. I always say
yeah.
just pack one shawl or light fleece
Yes,
just in case.
yes,
But I think Zena made a very important point that to be the only time you're going to wear your heels, if you need heels, is in Islamabad for that one night if you want to go out to a nice
yes.
restaurant.
Yes,
But
if
otherwise,
you
in
feel like
Greece,
dressing up or you want to
yeah,
go out, only you need it for Islamabad. Otherwise, I pack my stuff and I only needed my trainers. And because you will be even for the valleys you will be moving into, your trainers are more than enough.
yeah, like
Have
a
some
nice
good
pair of
good number of pairs of socks at least. You should be having like 5 6 pair of socks with you.
yeah, perfect. So that the other question that
Mm.
is asked is does someone need to have done yoga before? Do they have to be experienced to be able to come on this retreat?
No, not at all. Retreat is perfect for beginners. It's on me. I am the yoga teacher, so it's on me to, improve the level of flexibility. And it's a multi-level class. Okay, so you don't need to be a pro in the yoga. And mostly, it's actually a myth. because people think that the most flexible people can do the yoga. Actually, yoga is for the most inflexible people. So, people from all levels of fitness are welcome, we're welcome to this retreat, and you don't worry about it. It's on me. Everybody is going to have their unique body, so you need to understand that you are not going to be get compared while on the mat. Okay, so if somebody is doing one thing and the other one is unable to do one thing, nobody's going to judge you over there. So you're on your unique journey, and trust me, if one day you will be unable to do one particular thing, the next day you are going to get better on this. And you are only going to compare yourself with day one with your day nine or day 10, whatever number of days you will be staying over there. You will tell me yourself how different you are feeling.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I do yoga and Pilates, and you're right. Although I've done gymnastics, my flexibility is
Yeah,
awful. So
yeah.
I just go to what I can. So quickly, because I'm conscious we're on 56 minutes now, and I wanted to try to keep this to an hour. Um, so one of the questions, actually, I'll answer this is can I add a week to the retreat if I want to stay in Pakistan and do? Absolutely. One of the things that Experience Pakistan we specialize in is doing tailor-made and customized tours. So if, for example, you said, well, I've spent a lot of money on the international flight, I'm in Pakistan, and after the retreat I'd like to spend another 5 days and maybe go to Lahore or go to Peshawar, yeah, absolutely, we can adapt that plan and add that on for you, or if you're going as a couple, so that's not an issue. um can I speak? Then the other question was, can I speak with the nutritionist regarding my health challenges?
Definitely. Every single person on board as a participant, they need to talk to me. I will be evaluating their complete health profile. I will be telling them they will be having some individual issues. Some people have digestion issues. So again, I'm telling you that, weight loss or fat loss is just one of the benefits of this program. That is actually just the byproduct of the whole thing. You are going to improve your gut health. You are going to, improve your health in general. So some people have poor digestion, some people have constipation issues, some people, they have, because of, they are in their, late 40s. So, their hormones are really messing up with them. So I'm going to create plan according to what their body requires at that particular moment. So don't worry about that. And even if you feel like, okay, Zainab, I cannot do this, or I have a certain preferences regarding food, I cannot eat this, I'm going to change it for you. So don't worry about that.
Okay, fantastic. So these are questions that are not about the retreat so much, but generally about Pakistan, and I get them asked all the time. So, first question is Pakistan safe to travel?
Of
Absolutely.
course. Yes, and
Yeah.
I can get into you because the last year I traveled without my family, and I can tell you that the Gilgit-Baltistan region is the more safe and secure. And I had a wall of a time over there. I was traveling alone, and being a woman, I can tell you that that region is particularly super, super secure.
Absolutely. I mean, even within domestically, I've noticed over the last
Yeah,
10 years, there's a lot more
yeah,
female-only tours that take place up
yeah,
north. Um,
yeah.
so, so yeah, Pakistan generally is safe. I think there's a misconception, and
Of
alhamdulillah, if you
course.
were if you were
Yeah,
to go on YouTube and Google, there are so many vloggers now and foreign vloggers who have now gone to Pakistan, and they've actually made videos specifically answering that question. So
yes,
rather than, and in fact, I think if you go on my YouTube channel, Experience Pakistan, I have a video and I have some clients who have been to Pakistan who have actually given their feedback, and so that it doesn't come across as biased, it's objective feedback from foreigners who have been to Pakistan and how they felt. So don't worry about security, and it's absolutely safe. What do I need to wear? So Zainab, what kind of clothes should they bring for the yoga retreat?
for the yoga retreat, I think they should be for the yoga sessions in particularly. They should be having some flexible leggings or yoga tracks or some t-shirts. And even for the outdoor events, your jeans or some t-shirts, they would be more than fine. And if you are more towards the modest side, then you can still wear some some flexible trousers with some some plain t-shirts like this, and for men even this is going to be fine. You don't need any fancy sort of clothing over there. You need to be as much comfortable as you want yourself to be, so only wear comfortable clothes.
And just sort of one thought of that, I think just remember that at the end of the day, Pakistan, it's a Muslim country. Okay, so
Yeah.
I think it's one of those. It's be sensible. If you're going to wear, I would avoid, for example, wearing boob tubes or wearing, sleeveless vests.
Hmm.
It's okay. You can wear short sleeve t-shirts.
Hmm.
I would say rather than leggings, wear
Hmm.
maybe loose bottoms. Only
Hmm.
because at the end of the day, was it's Hunza Gilgit-Bolton, it's progressive,
Hmm.
but it's conservative. If you understand what I mean, it's still
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
traditional community wearing traditional clothes. So I think that's what I
Hmm.
would say. Just be sensible that you're not in a gym in London or the US where you can wear a crop top, or
Yeah.
because
Yeah. Hmm.
theoretically, of course, you can, but you will get looks that you might not appreciate. And I
Hmm.
personally do think it's also probably disrespectful to the local community. So just
Yes.
bear that in mind. Um, how much money do I need to take? Now, to be honest, it's one of those things. It depends on how much shopping you want to do. Most of the costs are included in this price that you're
Yes.
paying. You probably, maybe if you took about £400, £500, that would be more than enough. And that would be more for if you want to do. So one of the things that Hunza is known for is its hand embroidery. So shawls, they're precious stones. And their honey
Their
apricot,
jewelry, their
their jewelry.
handcrafted
Yeah,
jewelry is amazing. Also, they have some amazing range of organic jams and organic fruits. So if you're really going there, so these are all the things. Like you are going to have some awesome apricot jams over there. Uh, and some more also. So I think see, these jams are the highlights of Hunza, the jewelry, because when I went there, I bought some jewelry, I bought some jams, then the shawls are amazing. They are to die for.
yeah.
And you're going to get them in a very nice price, by the way.
Yeah, so yeah, because most of the what you find that the shops in Islamabad, Lahore have sourced from
Yes.
Hunza, so you're going straight to the source.
Yeah.
So you're going to go.
Yeah.
So and to be honest, if you were, if you go shopping in Islamabad, most of the shops there take card. So if you've got your card, you'll be okay. So I think
Yes.
five to £600, I think, is more than enough, in my opinion,
Hmm.
for you to
Hmm.
have. What is the local currency? So the local currency in Pakistan is Pakistani rupees. I
Hmm.
say to all my clients, don't convert the money here, like wherever you're coming from. What we always do with our clients is on the first day when you arrive, we'll take you to a local Bureau de Exchange in Islamabad where you can get the best rates and you can exchange the money there because you'll get a better rate. So yeah, hold off bring your pounds and then we'll help you with the conversion. We can also help you if you wanted to for the 9 days to get a local SIM card so you have a local number should you want to. Although Offto Resort does have Wi-Fi, but the nature of it being up in the mountains, and it's not just Offto, like you can stay in Serena in any hotel, the reception up in the mountains is intermittent. So just bear that in mind. But in a way, as then I'm saying, it's really good because it forces you to have a digital detox because of that. So who can I get travel insurance with? So you can get travel
Hmm.
insurance most companies.
Hmm.
But Battleface in particular are known to cover destinations that are off the beaten track. And then what airlines fly into Pakistan? I think I've already covered that question. So in terms of next steps, I haven't seen any questions come up in the comments, but I'm sure that many people will be watching this video afterwards. So if you do have these questions and you're not watching it live, but you're watching it as a recording, just put your questions in a comment if you feel we haven't addressed them. And Zemla or I will get back to you on those. So in terms of next steps, it's very much about, if this is of interest to you, is to email, have you got the scroll at the bottom, to me, to info@experiencepakistan.co.uk. I can send you a digital brochure which has all the details, the day-by-day detail of exactly what each day covers. It's got the prices, it has the dates, and we have a special offer that if you watch this video and you book by midnight of 1st of August, you'll get £100 off your booking. So we've got the 3 dates: 13th to 21st of September 2024, 2nd to 10th of May 2025, 22nd to 30th of August 2025. Zen and I are really excited, as are off to invite you all to our country, to show you Pakistan as we know it, And I think, Zainab, you're really looking forward to kind of, taking people on this journey, aren't you?
Definitely, definitely. And one thing I can assure you that, this is going to be value for your money. You're not going to have any experience like this anywhere else. So you are going to have fun of your life, the ball of the your time. So this is going to be one lifetime experience.
Fantastic. Right. So before we say our final goodbyes, I have a short video which I prepared earlier. So I'm going to take us off the screen so that I can then show you. So I hope that's whet your appetite. It's given you a bit of a taste of some of the incredible views that you can enjoy. We've kind of given you a bit of a sneak preview in terms of what the resort looks like. You can see that it's very well designed. As the same, it's a shame that Sahil hasn't been able to join us, who would address any specific questions about the resort. But these had connections problems. And you've seen Zainab in action. So you've seen some of the fantastic locations where she'll be kind of running some for yoga sessions. And I don't think, you can replicate that fresh or crisp air in any studio. Can you, Zainab?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. I agree with you.
Okay, right. Well, thank you so much. We have gone over slightly an hour. So Zainab, I want to thank you so much for taking the
Thank you
time
so much,
out to
Sadia.
do that
Thank you so much.
session. I'm really looking forward to welcoming you all. And yeah, as I said, any questions, any comments, let us know. And we look forward to welcoming you to Pakistan. Take care all and enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Zainab.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Allah Hafiz.